All right, good morning. Good morning, at least here on a Eastern Standard Time here, 11:58. Just making it. Hope and pray that all is well with everyone. Hope that you are having a wonderful day so far. It's a little chilly here. That's why I got my sweater on. All right, but it's still August. All right. But anyway, we're just going to do a reading this morning. I just want to do a reading. Okay, I'll be pulling from the Tarot Apocalypse. Hold on. All right. So let me get some good shuffles in here. All right. All right. Let's see what we have. General reading. General reading. Don't forget your affirmations this morning. I am wonderful, I am marvelous, I am magnificent, I am splendid, I am perfect, I am thankful, I am grateful, I am loved, I am loved, I am loving, I am lovable, I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am wise, I am the master and creator of my own fate. I am the master and creator of my own destiny. I am my fate, I am my destiny, I am the all that is, all that ever was, and ever shall be. I love myself. Repeat those words. Whatever affirmations that you have, maybe you created for yourself that work for you. All right. Affirmations are really great in times of maybe you feel anxiety, maybe you feel some kind, in the midst of it, some fear, so on and so forth. So say those affirmations, okay? And they do help, okay? Like, they say body's made up of a huge percentage of water. Remember the experiment the scientist from China did with water and putting the positive words on the water and how it changed the water, and then put the negative words on there and what it did to it, all right? Speak those affirmations to yourself in the midst of fear, the midst of anxiety, or whatever the case, negative things that are happening in your life. If you can, sometimes you might be in the midst of a panic attack or something. It's kind of hard to focus on anything but that adrenaline rushing that's going up and down, okay, from head to toe and from toe to head, all right? Let's get these shuffles in. I think that's good. One more I'm hearing. These butterfly shuffles, right? Give you all a nice three-way split here. Once again, from the Tarot Apocalypse. General reading. 2 shuffles I'm hearing. All right, there's the dizzy person in here. Dizzy than a motherfucker. When they call somebody dizzy, that mean they dumb. All right. All right, let's get into it. Here we have the Empress in reverse. Okay, the Devil upright. Ace of Cups upright. Magician in reverse. Okay, and the Sun in reverse. Okay, someone with this Empress in reverse. Okay, this person is not all that they imagined they were, okay, or thought they were or are. Okay, they're not what they think they are. Okay, I'm hearing they think they're fine and upstanding, but they're not. Royal, I'm hearing a royal hot mess, but this person knows that. Okay, it ain't about what they think they are. Like, no, if they ain't shit, they know they ain't shit. Okay, they're lying to themselves. Okay, or trying to put on some kind of persona like they are something that they're not. But people know who and what they are. All right. This person is controlled here by this devil energy. Okay, by the devil. This person here is like the devil's puppet. Okay, the devil is their puppeteer. I think that this person tries to act like or emulate, you know, a particular kind of energy. Again, Empress upright, but they are Empress in reverse. They try to emulate, you know, or try to, you know, put on this show or this persona that this is who and what they are, when the whole time the devil runs rules and controls them. But they know the devil runs rules and controls them. Okay, they are not oblivious to that. Maybe that they think that's what an Empress is. Okay, being run, controlled, and ruled by a devil energy. Okay. But the reality is, this person, I think they try to stand out. You know, they think that they stand out. They think they're out in the forefront, okay, that they're different than everyone else, okay, or better than, I don't know, maybe the average person. Okay, but the reality is this person is being run, ruled, controlled by the devil, and they just like everybody else that the devil runs, rules, and controls, as we see on this card. Okay, that's the energy that they're in here. This person could use a huge dose of self-love. Okay, but they don't want to. I feel like it would make them a lot happier. Okay, if they and it allow a transformation to take place in their life. But in order for the transformation to take place in their life, they have to hold themselves accountable. Okay, to who and what they are and the negative energy that they spew. Okay. I feel like this negative energy here that they spew out, how do you try to emulate or try to put on some kind of persona that you are sweet, loving, kind, upstanding, so on and so forth? Okay, but all your evil, all this person's evil, negative, nasty ways is just spewing out all over the place. I don't think they realize that. Okay, or they know it, but they think that that's it. They think that the persona outweighs, okay, the negative aspects of themselves that they just spew out all over the place. Okay, they let everybody know who and what they really are. Fuck the persona. All right. Um, but I feel like if this person would go within and work with on themselves within, okay, learn to love them. It does not matter, because I'm hearing someone say it. Yeah, but this person didn't love me. That it doesn't matter who did not love you. It doesn't matter that mama didn't love you, daddy. That shit does not matter. It would be nice if they did. You understand what I'm saying? It would be nice if they did, but they didn't. So what? That does not mean that you are not, that this person here or whoever, that energy I heard from, are not capable of loving yourself. Your love of self has nothing to do with how out people outside of you, if they love you or not, or if they ever loved you. It has nothing to do with that. If whoever this is, whoever I heard that energy from that person saying, yeah, but this person didn't love me. If you hold on to that, mama didn't love me, dad didn't love me, nobody didn't treat me right, and all of that. If you hold on to that, you will never grow and transform into the person that you have been designed and created to be. Whoever you are, whoever you have been designed and created to be, don't have nothing to do with other people. Nothing. Okay. That is, those are those childhood wounding people talk about, and trauma and all of that. But part of the self-love of that is healing. And even in the healing process, taking the steps that a person needs to take to go get healing, whether they got to go to a psychologist, psychiatrist, a counselor, a prayer, meditation, doing confirmation here, doing what people say is what do they say? Oh, excuse me, doing the work. That's part of doing the work. But that shows the universe, but showing yourself when you are the universe, that you love yourself. Love yourself enough to go do what you need to do, to look in the mirror and say, you know, and maybe, just maybe, the energy that you feel that you are, that you're not exuding this energy upright, but exuding this. Maybe you are this. Maybe that what you feel deep inside, that this is what you feel that you truly are, but this is the energy that you're acting in. This is the energy you're being controlled. This motherfucker here is controlling Okay, your weaknesses, the things that you have allowed to rule and regulate you, that this one didn't love you and that one didn't love you and all of that. Okay, this kind of like I said when I read the verse where Jesus said, "I came to help the lost sheep of the house of Israel." I can talk about you and dog you out to the cows come home, but really, you are a person that is in need of this self-love. My dad used to tell me, uh, the greatest revenge, I think it's a saying, is living well. Live well. Live well. Don't live in this energy. This motherfucker could care less about you too. So what do? This one didn't love me. That one didn't love me. All these motherfuckers didn't love me. So you're going to walk into the arms of this motherfucker. He gonna love me. Oh, okay. Yeah. He's gonna control you and rule you and regulate you and keep you here. When maybe this is what you feel inside. Maybe this is your true nature. Okay, but okay, motherfuckers, mama, daddy, whoever the fuck fucked you up, okay, and you've been hurting and pain and living in that trauma, and it's got you here, and they was run, rule, controlled by this motherfucker too, and now you're allowing this motherfucker to control your motherfucking ass. No, you release that. You go get the healing that you need. That in and of itself is an act of self-love. Okay, hell, and if you want to act in revenge, and the best revenge is living well. Living well don't have nothing to do with being in this motherfucking energy, hurting people and stomping people and stealing from people and all of that kind of stuff. Because really, the reality is all you're doing is keeping yourself here. Okay, with this motherfucker in misery. Okay. It ain't got nothing to do with material things. That is the material things that come is a result of this. Because when you love yourself, it's not something you just say, I love myself. But everything you do is in this energy. That's not self-love. That talk is cheap. Walk the walk. However long it takes to be in this, to get to this place, however long it takes to get you from here to here. Okay, don't be walking around. I mean, it's just, you're just really doing more and more of already what was done to you. If mom didn't love you, dad didn't love you, and they hurt you and all this, you're doing more and more of it to yourself. All they did was egg, sperm, knit you in the womb and brought you here. Hopefully taught you some shit. Okay, but if they didn't, it's a whole lot of people out here. And I met a lady today, told me how much of a wretch her mother was, didn't teach her shit. Didn't love her, didn't guide her, nothing. Her life is completely opposite of that. Why? Because she loved herself, regardless that her mother wasn't worth a goddamn. But her mother had some issues as well. Her mother wasn't acting in self-love. Okay. Okay. So the transformation can come, as we see here on the butterfly from the cup of self-love. The transformation can come to tell this motherfucker to go to hell, okay, and get you from here to here. It ain't clothes and material things and just saying something. I love myself and I got cute clothes and I got a big fancy car or whatever the fuck that shit is. All kind of motherfuckers have that. Okay. All right. Let's keep going here. And it's not this person, whomever you are. I feel like you found something here that you thought was going to bring you some happiness, that was going to bring you some joy from the wounding that you feel within. Okay, probably some kind of magic. Okay, a lot. I don't know, maybe witchcraft and shit like that. Okay, maybe it brought you a whole lot of material things. Maybe you were able to get over on people. Maybe you were able to do to others what was done to you, abuse them and hurt them and whatnot through these means. You thought that was going to bring you some happiness and some joy, but you keep doing that shit over and over and over again. Okay, what you put out there, you're going to receive back. Ain't nobody did shit to you. Okay, and I'm not saying that no one has done things to you. Of course, people have done things to you, but it's not about that. People outside of you, they did this and they did that. If that ain't the most childish, most victimhood thing, let the shit go. It's 2025. Ain't people saying we moving to a new dimension? All of that shit. Move higher. and let the shit go. Self-love, self-appreciation, okay? And quit blaming others for your bullshit. Here, Nine of Swords in reverse. The Hierophant in reverse. Ace of Wands, upright. Okay. The Prince of Wands in reverse. Okay. You want to, let me see. Okay. You want to get out of a place here. I'm hearing an act of desperation, a place of desperation, desperate acts, desperate means is what I'm hearing. It's not, once again, about these external things. What do they say? Whatever is happening on the outside of us is as a result of what's happening within. Okay. And all of that mayhem and whatnot is what's happening. That devil there, that's just took advantage of your ass and took advantage, the opposer. This is what he is. He opposes you. Okay. But if people will open up their thinking, the opposition there is to help you, to assist you. How's the opposition there to help me and assist? You face that shit. This motherfucker here, this motherfucker is nothing and no one to be afraid of. It's probably more scared of you than you are. You know, like they say about these animals and shit. They're more scared. That's why they attack. They're more scared of you than you are of them. He's probably more scared of you than you are. There's nothing to be afraid of. You face the opposition when it comes here to oppose you. And to keep, and all, because what he want to do is keep you here when this really may be your reality within who and what you're supposed to be, but this is what you're living in and allowing him again to puppeteer you. Do what I say, motherfucker. You ain't special. Ain't nothing special about this. Is what he's saying to you. Ain't nothing special about your motherfucking ass. You're not no fucking Empress upright. There's nothing special about you. You just like the rest of the dummies here. I'm ruling and controlling. Okay, that's what I mean. Face that devil within you. That dark. Ain't that what folks be calling shadow work? The darkness within you, the devil within you. Okay, all right. I feel like you are probably living in a space and place of torment. Okay, this is all internal. It got shit to do with nobody outside of you. No one. Because I feel like when you get into that place and space of self-love, true self-love, not once again, not, just saying I love myself and I got cute stuff. What is that? That doesn't mean anything. When you get into it, hold on. Oh boy. Okay. All right. That space and place of self-love and truth. Okay. Again, it is a cleaning up of within. Cleaning the things within. Facing the dark side of us. Okay. The trauma, the hurt, the pain, the blah, 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 blah. I've done too much. No one has done too much. That they can't be healed and relieved of that. Okay. As long as you're living. Or, you can stay in it and the shit just get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. Okay. Because really it's not hurting anyone else. It's hurt. I mean, you probably have done shit to hurt other people. Most people in that kind of situation, they do. Okay. But that's on them. Well, I'm not saying it's not on them. Like, you're not responsible. You are fucking responsible. Okay, but I'm saying that they can heal themselves. All right, and put up boundaries. Go do some self-healing for themselves, so they know to put up boundaries, so they don't come across a motherfucker like you who's still living in that kind of pain and misery. Okay, but I feel as though you're living in some kind of torment here. Okay, It's like you're trying to go against the grain of reality, of what's real. Okay. Not the fake talk. I love my, no, you don't. Okay, not the fake talk and the fakery and the persona that was spoken about earlier. Okay, you're trying to go against the grain, thinking that you can do that and do that and do that, and that you're going to be empowered and that things are going to work out in your favor. They haven't worked out in your favor. They will not work out in your favor. They will continue to blow up, I'm hearing, in your face and cause you dismay. Okay, worse, more and more and more. Especially, this is for adults. Um, especially as confirmation here, especially as we get older. Okay, a lot of shit you can get away with in a lot of ways when you're younger, physically and all kind of shit. Okay, we bounce back, we're resilient and whatnot. But things as we get older, okay, things change. Okay, shit don't work the same no more. Motherfuckers don't give a fuck anymore. Okay, I'm hearing that crying wolf loud, okay, proud and saying nothing. People just do not care anymore, especially if you've done it for so many years, and people around you, after a while, they just like, they don't give a fuck. They don't want to hear that shit. They don't care. Okay. And people don't care. You shouldn't live your life like you're a fucking movie screen for people to be gawking at you. Okay, and you're a movie screen, your fake life. Okay, go live a real life. All right. So I feel like you think and I feel to a degree it did work for you. Okay. It did empower you or I ain't gonna say empower you. It gave you a sense of power. Okay, at points in your life. Okay, but no longer the conflict. Like I'm saying, no one cares anymore. No one wants to hear it. Okay, and then you get to a point where you're left stuck alone with yourself. Let's continue on here. We have the Ten of Wands upright, the Fool in reverse. Okay, the Queen of Cups in reverse. Then you're just burdened after so many years of doing the same shit over and over again. Burdened here, trying to carry the weight of the bullshit. And again, at some point, realizing and looking back, like, with regret. Okay, and then realizing that, you know, once again, like I said, with regret and realizing shit ain't working no more. And really, did it ever really work in the first place? It did not. Okay, it's foolishness. Taking a lot of risks, doing a lot of things, okay, that did not work out in your favor, and having you in a place of, like I said, I heard at the beginning of reading someone say, but my mama didn't live. Okay, well, what was mama like? Was she bitter and mean and cold-hearted and cold-spirited and all of that kind of thing? Hard heart, hard face, and all that. That's all that this did to you. It turned you into the exact same thing as that person that when you say mama didn't love you and all of that. Okay, and it will continue on. Seven of Wands in reverse. Eight of Wands. Ooh, excuse me, upright. And here we have the Seven of Cups in reverse. Okay, put you in a situation, again, maybe at some point it did give you a sense of power. Okay, maybe it at some point, it looked, and that's how the devil do you. That's what that energy does. Okay, give you a little bit. I just give you a little bit. Okay, don't it taste good? Ain't that some good tasting shit? Okay, look at what you achieved and obtained from letting me puppeteer you and trick you and fool you. Okay, and cajole you over here. Okay, so that you don't heal, so that you don't love yourself, so that you don't love what God has made. Okay, like you're unworthy, making you feel like you're unworthy. So I'll just do what this motherfucker says, and he's just puppeteering you. And after a while, again, you find yourself in some kind of torment, but yet you keep trying to buck up against what okay, would be healing and helpful to you, to put you on your true path of that Empress upright, no, still steady in reverse. Okay, and having you in a place now, where it gets you in a place where you might be in a place where you can't handle the basic shit of life. Okay, the magic, the witchcraft, the hurting people, dogging people out, and all that kind of shit, it just really don't work no more. Okay, now you just really are responsible. Now, the child, I spoke as a child. When I became an adult, I put away childish things. Okay, it worked in your younger years or maybe in your early years of doing it, but it's no longer working. It's no longer working to your benefit. Okay, there's always going to be something on the path of some kind of wall on the path. Stop, bitch! You can't do that shit no more. Okay, you can, but it's not going to work out in your favor any longer. But you keep doing it over and over and over again, expecting, something to happen in the way that it did before, and it doesn't. Okay, and now you get in a place where you can't even handle the basic things of life. Okay, and now the thing about it is, the older you get, okay, specifically here, for this reading, the older that you're getting, this shit is hitting you faster. The backlash. Whereas before, not to say that you never got any karma for the shit before, you probably did. It might have been slow, and it might have been little things. It may not have been little warnings. Just little warnings. Just little pebble. Here's just little warning. Stop. Here's little one. Stop. Okay? No, but you just kept on going. Well, that ain't nothing. I can handle that. That little bit of karma ain't nothing. I can handle that. That's not a big deal. But now it's coming in stronger and faster. Okay? And I'm hearing it's hitting you. Okay? It's like it's knocking you over. Okay? And here, the fantasy. Okay? What you thought was this. Okay? The fantasy with the Seven of Cups upright. You're seeing that it's not real. Okay? That it's not the reality here. Okay? There is, whoever you are with this here at the bottom of the deck, there is some kind of, I feel like, angelic force, or, God is merciful. Okay, to everyone. God want to give you opportunities, chances, so on and so forth. Even in, the most dismal and dark, people have done the most dismal and dark things. Like I heard someone say, well, I've done too much. It's never too much for God, for the universe, okay, to come and offer you healing with the outstretched arms here, okay, to you. All right. But that's up to you. Hold on. Again, that energy of feeling like, well, I've done too much, okay, caused too many problems, okay. You may still be here in this energy, in the Six of Cups upright energy, still thinking about the wounding from your childhood, okay, the things that happened to you, okay. Maybe you don't have any happy memories, so on and so forth. Okay, mama didn't love me, daddy, and all of that type of shit. Okay, too much pain and misery. You might still be in that energy. Okay, and feel like it's just here too much. Again, I've done too much. It's too much to tackle. It's too much to, to handle. Okay, feeling like the journey to self-healing is just too much. Okay, like here, you can't take it down. You can't take the pain down. You can't take the misery down, all right? But as long as you're living, goddamn, okay, you have the opportunity here to do what's necessary to become the true person that you are destined to be, because right now, you're not living in your true self. You're not living in the energy that you were created to be. You feel that within, okay, that you're supposed to be that Empress upright, that's really who I am. Well, goddamn, be that person. Not talk, not tricks, not games, not schemes. That's why it's in the reverse. That's why the devil is right there puppeteering you and on your fucking ass. And that's where that motherfucker is going to stay until you do the healing work that's necessary. And what the scriptures say, what the manuals say, resist the devil and he will flee. No, go motherfucker. I'm not going to do that shit no more. Okay, I'm going to heal myself and love myself. But that motherfucker gonna stay on your ass though. Till it's like it's been proven in his motherfucking eyes that you mean what you say and you say what you mean, that you truly do love yourself. Okay, and that you're on your self-healing journey so that you can be that Empress upright. Okay, that you feel that you've been created and destined to be. All right, that's the end of that. All right, you all have favor. Peace.